All right, my beautiful friends, welcome to day 2 of the Infinite Abundance Retreat. It is time for us to it's the Emerge and See Raising Consciousness event. Coming to you from beautiful Costa Rica, living la pura vida. Welcome, welcome. Yesterday we did day 1. We shared so many amazing things about how to enroll a potential client, how to um, handle objections. I said the enrollment conversation is probably the missing piece for a lot of you, and I'm sharing it with everyone who signed up for this event at tarkbb.com. And we'll also be sharing with you guys my AM rituals. So there's a video playlist on YouTube where there's a video where you can manifest something for that day. Just get your mindset in the right state of mind. Today we're going to do something really, really special. I'm going to be doing a deep healing to clear what's in the way of our financial abundance, to clear what's in the way of our life purpose. So we'll get right into it. I'm going to share tons of wisdom that's going to help you get more clients, generate more income from your gifts, talents, and abilities. And we have a very special guest with us today. Susan will be blessing the stage and sharing some of her amazing health hacks. And I just received some of the information I got from her health coaching, and it's a game changer. I can't wait to share it with you guys. And my guarantee is that you leave this call more empowered, more aligned, more activated than you did when you first came in. So if that speaks to you, happy to have you here with us. And do your best to be interactive. Comment below. Let us know any changes you've experienced since yesterday, any ahas, any wins, any breakthroughs, because a lot of times during these calls, things do tend to happen. So let's get right into it, guys. Starting now, I invite you to close your eyes, take a deep belly breath. And starting now, do you surrender this entire session to Source, God, Universe? And if there's anything in the way of you receiving or letting go of the maximum during our call today, would you like an infinity healing to clear that? Any part of you resisting, sabotaging, interfering with, getting in the way of, or even afraid of all the great things that we can do today, would you like an infinity healing to set those parts aside and show them what's going on from the highest perspective? And allow yourself to relax your head, relax your eyebrows if you're not driving, of course. Relax your eyes, relax your ears, relax your nose, relax your lips, relax your shoulders, relax your arms, relax your hands, relax your fingers. Allow this relaxation to spread into your heart space, stomach area. Relax your upper back. Relax your spine. Relax your lower back. Relax your hips. Relax your thighs. Relax your knees. And relax. I'm just hearing an echo in the background. It's distracting me. Relax your knees. Relax your ankles. Relax your feet. And from your feet, anchor in down to Mother Earth like an ancient old tree with powerful roots, deep and wide into Mother Earth. Deep and wide into Mother Earth. And imagine every cell in your body shining like the sun, radiating in all directions, bringing your being back into its divine blueprint. transmuting anything that found its way into your being that is not of the divine blueprint. Just having a flashback. I offered this to someone when it was their birthday. I was at an expo, and I swear she shapeshifted in front of me. And I wasn't afraid. I was just like, okay, that's interesting. Um, yeah, so everything in the spectrum from human to aliens, we're all here in this playground right now. So heads up, Instagram fam, that in an hour or less than an hour, my Instagram's not going to be able to show our guests. So you want to go to YouTube and type in Tarek BB to catch the full 2 hours and catch Susan, who's going to be sharing some amazing, another Susan, not Susan Fox, that was going to be sharing some amazing health hacks. Lindsay, I needed that. Something tried to mess with me last night. Okay, let's clear that. So bringing our beings back into the divine blueprint, transmuting anything that found its way into our energies, into our field that is not of the divine, closing any and all portals, cutting in all unhealthy cords, hooks, attachments, spells, black magic, evil eye, jealousy, envy, unsubscribing from the programs that keep us in victim and lower energies, lower frequencies. And if with your consent and permission, to have your permission and consent to play a silent audio in the background that's going to continuously raise our consciousness, our frequency, and vibration. It's from my latest program called Activate Your Infinite Divine Blueprint. So if you'd like to receive that, just say yes. And if you say no, then I'll just block it. It also activates your light body and while keeping you grounded. Yes, beautiful, Lindsay. So allow this energy to spread into all your transactions, all the way from birth, any spells, any trickery, any traps, anything from birth certificate, hospital, doctor, this life, other life, in between lives, parallel lives, spiritual realm, this realm, all realms. Less than love technologies, 5G. We did a video today about 5G towers and how they're impacting us. Feeling really sick, nauseous, brain fog. So I'll be interviewing the guy who makes these awesome pyramids soon on a podcast. So stay tuned for that. You definitely want to have one of these around your home, as well as the necklace, as well as we discovered a new company that specializes in this area. I'll see if I can get them on a podcast, and then I'll share with you guys the links to purchase grounding mats and all that stuff. So important, because right now I'm in the middle of 3 5G towers, and I usually don't get sick, and that's why I sound the way I do. But if that's something that speaks to you, let me know. And now, clear your mind. Allow Source God Universe to help you connect to the root of the root of the root of the root of what wants to be worked on right now. What is in the way of your ultimate financial abundance? What is in the root of your ultimate life purpose? Clear your mind. Clear your mind. Go within. What is it that infinite intelligence knows is in the way of you experiencing more financial abundance, of getting yourself out there, of being seen, of aligning with your purpose, sharing your gifts? What's the core root area that wants to be worked on right now? Clear your mind, focus on your breath, and allow Source God Universe's intelligence, your body's innate intuition, to let you know where is the block stemming from the root of the root of the root. Now you might see a memory. It could be a memory from childhood, something from your past, something with mom, dad, past life. What's the first thing that pops up into your awareness? Okay. And see if you can make a connection between this experience and how it's impacting your finances and career and life purpose. If you don't see anything, that's totally fine. Scan your body from head to toe and let me know or tune in for yourself. Where do you feel in your energy field something that's in the way of your ultimate purpose, ultimate financial freedom and abundance? What's in the way of you getting yourself out there? Scan your body from head to toe and let's locate some of these core blocks. And just keep scanning to make sure there's nothing else remaining. Very simple technique, but very powerful. So imagine balls of light coming down from Source, God, Universe. Place them right outside of every area you've located, front and back, left and right. Allow these balls of light to absorb and suck out anything that's in the way of you being able to fully align with your purpose. Or you know what? Let's take it easy. So one thing that's in the way of your life purpose, one thing that's in the way of your financial abundance, allow these balls of light to absorb them, transmute them, alchemize them, and replace them with what is for your highest good. And let's set that healing on autopilot. And now, would you like an infinity healing to alchemize, transmute the core belief or story or mindset that's in the way of your financial abundance and life purpose alignment? And clear your mind, allow Source, God, Universe to let you know, what is this belief? And where did you learn this belief? What age were you when you first learned it? And would you like an infinity healing for Source, God, Universe to transmute, delete these outdated programs and to replace them with new programs and paradigms and mindsets that are empowering, that are positive, that will lead to more financial freedom and life purpose embodiment? Would you like to download and activate those beliefs? Yes. And allow Source, God, Universe to pinpoint a core emotion that is in the way of your financial abundance, taking it to its next levels. Your prosperity mindset, consciousness, wealth mindset, consciousness, your life purpose embodiment, alignment. What's a core emotion that's in the way? Scan your body from head to toe. Thanks, Aldale. And same thing, bring in those balls of light the size of a volleyball from Source God, place them right outside of these emotions. And would you like to transmute, delete, alchemize any guilt, shame, blame, anger, rage, resentment, not good enough, not worthy, not deserving, anything in it that's in the way of your life purpose alignment, financial freedom, and setting that on autopilot? Would you like that? And would you like an infinity healing to clear all the fears that are in the way of you fully embodying your ultimate purpose, to fully align yourself with financial freedom and empowerment, to align yourself with infinite freedom, empowerment, and sovereignty as a default? Would you like to clear, alchemize all the fears and replace them with safety, security? It's safe to step into our full power. It's safe to step into our full sovereignty. It's safe to to step into our full freedom, to embody it and to express it. It's an internal job. Even if I was in a prison cell, it's an internal job. The whole external is a construct. Doesn't matter where you are in the construct. So it's an internal. So would you like to activate the inner infinite consciousness that you really are, the divine essence of who you are? To always remember that, to always connect to that, to act from there, to think from there, to be there as a default. It might seem boring for the mind, like, wow, stillness, this is boring. But it is your essence. So let's take a moment and embody it right now. Show the mind it's safe to embody more and more of your infinite consciousness. And allowing our consciousness, our frequencies, our vibrations to continuously increase how it's best, if it's best, when it's best, while remaining grounded to Mother Earth. You can imagine a powerful pyramid around your energy field, around your home, deflecting any less than love energies, frequencies, technologies, wavelengths. And just allowing a heartbeat to emanate this powerful toroidal field around us that continuously gets stronger and stronger. Just like when we were younger and we didn't have strong boundaries, and then we learned to have stronger boundaries, hopefully. And then same thing now, there's this new invasiveness that's coming at us from within, from without, from water, food, air, to towers, CM towers, from these smart meters and from these 5G towers, cell towers, from our phones, laptops. So would you like an infinity healing to activate the solution from within that is a protective field and shield to allow our beings to increase their level of, just imagine this bubble around you deflecting any less than love energies, frequencies, vibrations, and increasing our level of our immune system, nervous system, upgrading our being, downloading the new earth codes. How can we up level our game character in the simulation so that it's able to function and play this game of life in the most empowered, aligned way? And would you like an infinity healing to powerfully magnetize to you all your ultimate soul clients to take the right actions that get you out there in the perfect ways, to magnetize the perfect clients for you that are perfect for you, perfect for them. It's win for them, win for you. They have the money to invest with you, or they offer the perfect exchange, and it's a win-win-win. And they're able to invest with you. They're able to double, triple, quadruple, 10 times their investment working with you. Would you like that? And for you to claim your area of genius. So even myself, I told you guys yesterday, everything I was teaching, I was demoing. And I noticed I wasn't leading with my area of genius. I was leading with marketing information. So I learned from my own lessons yesterday. And today I'm leading with this infinity healing that I do. Beautiful, beautiful. Nice to have you here with us. So um, let's conclude by asking for guidance. So clear your mind. What's the number one thing your highest self, your intuition would like you to know right now? And while that's being communicated, would you like an infinity healing to master your intuition, trust your intuition, check in with your intuition, and listen to your intuition when it's best? And for your intuition to speak louder and louder and clearer to the point you can't help but acknowledge what it's communicating. So inner intuition is very different than external synchronicities. Externally, the matrix, you can get synchronicities that are divine, you can get synchronicities that are misaligned. So if you get those misaligned, they're like the matrix trying to derail you. Um, would you like to see through that, experience discernment, really master our discernment, that part of us that can tell the difference between what is true, what is not true? And the most sneaky part is the distorted truth that really fucks with us. That's like a lot of, a small percentage of the new age. Let's say 80% of it is amazing and positive, and then it's just that 5-10% that's a distortion of the truth. Religion, amazing wisdom, and then there's a little bit that's a distortion of the truth. And some the dark forces, that's all they care about. The other day I skimmed through a whole movie, and I'm like, this is 1 minute scene that's a that's like, that's all they want. They're like, do whatever they'll tell the producer, do whatever you want with the movie, just put this one subliminal, one distortion. So would you like to master your discernment, see through the lies, know who you are, embody who you are, express who you are? And to know what the next steps are, to know how to have those habits of going within, taking time to be with yourself, taking time to be with nature. It's almost like we know, hey, meet you. So beautiful. Okay, this feels complete for me. Bring all your energy back from all space, time, and dimensions now to the present moment. Clear your mind. We're going to ask it from 0 to 10, 10 being completely healed. Where are you right now as a general average, based on the work that we did for life purpose and financial abundance? Clear your mind. 0 to 10. What's the first number that pops up? Excellent. And if nothing comes up, that's okay. Just guess it. And then before we did this healing and activation from 0 to 10, where were you? Let your body's intuition let you know. Clear your mind. First number that pops up. Beautiful. So yeah, a lot of people go from like a 2, 3 to like an 8, 9 just from doing that. So the reason we do that is for you to actually acknowledge that a shift has taken place. Okay, guys, bring yourselves back. Take a moment to be present. Beautiful. I want you guys to create a funnel. I just wrote a very basic one. So a funnel, just create like a V, and this is how everyone funnels into your funnel. Okay, and why is it small here? Because less people are spending with you in these areas. This could be your like $50,000, $100,000, $5,000, depending on who you are or where you're at in your journey. Lisa, how come you wrote Lisa Vans like Lisa Hurst? What is that? What does that mean? Is that your name, or I don't get it? So I want you to draw something like that, like a V, And this is where everyone comes in. So remember yesterday we talked about go on podcasts, start podcasts, go on summits, do lives, Facebook group, WhatsApp group, Telegram group, whatever it is, how it, create free offers, um, uh, landing pages, all that kind of stuff. You're very welcome, Sarah. Was that helpful so far? Did you guys notice a shift? What numbers came up for you? What awarenesses came up before we continue? Tagging some friends. Thanks, Lisa. I appreciate it. That's so nice of you. Lindsay's like, let's slay these demons already. Yeah, Lisa, Lindsay, did you resonate with the Nolan story yesterday? Okay, so funnel at the very top. Let's say here it's the free thing, right? So here it's like free ebook, free assessment, free breakthrough, free video, right? And then as it goes down, I want you guys to start. Let's start from the very bottom. Actually, yeah, let's start from the top. So write down how much you would charge for a 1 to 2 hour workshop. Or if you don't have this funnel, you can write down my first, I could charge 50 to 100 for my workshop, 1 to 2 hours. At the very top, I have franchising my company. So if someone wants to buy my company, they get access to my Infinity Healing courses, my mentorship programs, my healing programs, and they can, translate it to a different language, use AI to get all the scripts, and then they have their own business. So that's 500,000. That's at the very top. So feel free to dream bigger than normal. But yeah, at the very bottom, you've got like a free thing, a workshop, 50 to 100. Then you can have like a 1 day workshop. Then you can have a weekend retreat. You can have a 5 day, 7 day retreat. You can have a monthly membership for like 100 a month. A lot of my clients, I teach them how to create a very easy 100 a month membership. We've got the inner circle. People invest 100 and they do a group healing with me once a month, a distance healing, access to a bunch of my programs. So juice it up, create something irresistible for them. That way you can just have anyone who comes to work with you, they can easily just join this monthly. And from there, you can get them to do the next step. So then I would have something like a silver package, like a 1,000 a month silver package, which includes one-on-ones with you. We went over that yesterday. You can have a silver, you can have a gold, and a diamond. So you can have a 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. I don't know where everyone's at. So for some of you, it could be 10,000, 50,000, 100,000. So wherever you're at in your journey, just have those three options. And I like to have it like a 3 month package, a 6 month package, and a 12-month package. Highly recommend you guys create your own courses. There's nothing special about me that I created the Infinity Healing. I just noticed I wasn't getting results doing healing work. And out of that frustration, I asked, my intuition to show me why am I not getting these results? And out of that was birthed the Infinity Healing. So everyone else can create their own course. So our course, normally it's 2,000, but we might do some changes and have it be 1,000 for level 1 and focus on training you guys more, working on it. But basically, right now, you can create your own course, basically put together everything you've learned into one course, give it a name, and start teaching it. For me, the step above that was to mentor, right? So mentoring healers is different than teaching a modality, because the value of mentoring someone is going to be a lot higher. Someone could take my Infinity Healing course, do nothing with it. In fact, we've had a few people who did that. But with the mentorship, almost everyone is getting their money back, doubling their income, tripling 4 times, 5 times in their income. So the value is different because it's going to skyrocket your business. It's going to fast track your evolution as an entrepreneur, business owner. So that is the funnel, guys. Very important to have that. And then remember how yesterday we talked about Plan 2025? Well, while you're planning 2025, plug in where your online or physical workshop is, your 5 day retreat, 7 day retreat. When do you promote your course? When do you do your launches? So for me, the formula I learned is every 2 months, do a launch for your highest for your signature program, right? So for me, it's the Infinitely Abundant Healer program. I shared it with you yesterday, and I would like to go over that with you, how you can create your ultimate signature program. So let's go through a few marketing things. We shared some yesterday. I'll go through them right now. We'll go into signature process. We'll talk about creating a social media plan, how you can use Chat GPT to help you. And then I'll open the card for you guys to know about how I can mentor you. And then we'll bring in Susan for some health hacks. So step number one, write these down. Step number one, you want to know your niche. Who are you working with? If you don't know who you're working with, at least know who you're not working with, right? So I'm very aware for 15 years, it's almost always been spiritual women with a handful of awesome spiritual men who are healers, who had witch hunts in past lives, uh, who are closet healers sometimes, or there's something blocking them from going to that next level in their business. So some of you already are amazing entrepreneurs and you just want to hit that, you want to reach that 100K mark or 500K mark. So basically what I'm here to do is, if you're here and you want to be here, the infinity healing, the work that I do helps clear everything in the way so that it happens right now. That's why they call it, they think it's a miracle, but it's really not. So know who you're here to serve. If you're not sure, just at least write notes of who you're not wanting to serve. Know what they want. Like if I wasn't aware what you guys want, and I'm like, okay, guys, so you know, I'm trying to think of something that's not my superpower. Um, like I have a soul brother who talks about light, making sure you're getting the right lights and avoiding the lights from the laptops. Actually, this is company right here. This moment is sponsored to you by Viva Race. These are not his. I broke the ones that he had, but these ones are called Horus. So these ones you can wear during the daytime, and it lessens the negative light exposure. Anyways, I'm derailing myself. So um, know what they want. You guys are here, I'm guessing, because there's a desire to increase your financial freedom, abundance, desire to increase your level of life purpose alignment. So I've been talking about that for 15 years and I haven't stopped, because every single session that I do and I ask, what do you need support with? Usually it's money and life purpose. So know what they want. Next, make sure you get testimonials. Yesterday, I shared a video testimonial today on my socials. Uh, I recorded it yesterday. I'm going to record a new one today. So share testimonials. Yesterday, I shared with you several testimonials of what people experienced. Make sure you're sharing in your social media feed and your talks. Actually, I would like to start it right now and say, actually, at the very beginning of your talk, just let people know. Testimonials are there to let the listener know what's in it for them. So remember that people are selfish. It's not a bad thing. They're just like, hey, why should I be on this call? So I always start my calls by saying, I guarantee you will leave here more activated, more aligned, more empowered than you did coming in. So that's immediately me saying, hey guys, I value your time and energy, and I'm guaranteeing that with these activations, you're going to leave more empowered and abundant. And then I would right after that go, hey, I just want to share some wins that I've experienced with my community, and I'd like to do that right now. So I did it yesterday. I'll do it now. So yesterday I worked with a client and friend, Christina, and uh, there was resistance. She was transitioning from working as a nurse to charging for healing. She's phenomenal, has multiple ways of helping people, and then we played with the price point. We created a package, so it went from like, I don't know, it was like under 200 to a $900 package as her gold package, her minimal gold package, and she sold two and since our last session. So that's $1,800. And that's all it is. It's someone, when you don't know something, you're not going to do it, right? If no one told you to package your services, you're always going to just charge your one session, right? But if someone says, hey, the next step in your evolution as an entrepreneur is to package your sessions and then you put it out there. And obviously, there was a lot of resistance and fears and blocks and judgments that needed to be cleared in order for that to happen. Yeah, we need those. So yesterday, Ellie Dale, we talked about creating packages. So everything that I share here, your signature program, your packages, that's I could spend a whole hour with one person just creating their package. So again, I'll put in the link below if anyone here is interested in getting some support from me or my team to help you um, with any of these areas that I'm talking about. Book in a breakthrough call, tarikbb.com/breakthrough. Here we go. Yeah. And we will help you with those areas. So it's tarikbb.com/breakthrough. Ellie Dale, tarekbb.com/breakthrough, all one word, lowercase. And if someone's able to type that in the comments on IG, that'd be great. They're great. Okay, what's up, Vanessa? Nice face painting. Good to see you. Oh my God. So we were celebrating Vanessa yesterday. We're talking about, speaking of testimonials, we're talking about how Vanessa, after clearing some mindset blocks, creating a package right off the bat, had the courage, the bravery to reach out to a potential couple that she wanted to work with, and just told them about her package. She didn't back down, right? Because they were like, oh, I don't know, 500 each, 1,000 a month. She didn't back down. You claimed it, Vanessa, and they stepped up. It's like you don't drop yourself because it's uncomfortable. You stay owning that, and you were so unwavering, and it was so inspiring to see that. And they stepped up and invested 1,000 a month for 6 months, which is a total of 6,000. So we're talking right now about the importance of sharing testimonials. So get testimonials from the people you're working with. You don't have testimonials, offer a free mini session in exchange for testimonials, and share them. Make sure you share them. People are like, what's in it for me, right? So I want to share that Christina sold, so Vanessa, who just joined, generated a $6,000 sale after doing a few mindset shifts and putting together a package on our first call, and then, or earlier on in our journey, and then um, yeah, and then so Ellie Dale, the brand that these guys know what they're doing. Viva Ray, they're pricier than some of the ones you might find, but they know exactly what they're doing, and they have them for the different times of the day. And then yesterday I shared that I worked with Joseph. Joseph was struggling with money, and he did 3 group calls. And then during that, he manifested, what was it? 80,000. I might pull up his 80,000 euros. And his lower back pain was cleared. And then, so those are some new fresh wins that I want to share with you guys. So share testimonials next. Ask for referrals. So I actually, the people that I've worked with, that I enjoyed working with, that got amazing results with me. Hey guys, if you just simply message me and someone you think who can benefit from my healing, my mentorship, taking a training, Infinity Healing course with me, just message both of us and I will share 20% commissions with you. I offered that to Tara, and I think she's at, can't remember. Tara, if you're online, please put in how much are you getting in referral commissions. But but it's a little different of a position. But in general, the opportunity allowed for like 20% of 3,000 and 20%, maybe 20% of 6,000, whatever that is. So 10% of 6,000 would be 600. So it's like $1,200, almost passive. Extra 1,000, 2,000 coming your way just for referring. So ask for referrals. Hey, if you enjoyed working with me, please let someone else know. You can either give them a special rate if they're paying working with you, or you can give them a gift, or you can give them commission. Some people are not okay. They don't like the idea of paying someone, because then, but sending them a gift, giving them some kind of incentive would be great. Affiliate. So become an affiliate. Let's say you like these guys, I'm an affiliate with these guys, right? I really believe in them. And so I'll be doing a podcast with them. So become an affiliate of products that um, you really vibe with, right? So I could become an affiliate with Viva Ray and get because they're the best quality. I'm worried that I'm very not careful with things, and I broke it earlier on when I bought it, and I paid a lot for it. So I wanted to, but I may do that. Okay, so become affiliates of things that are part of your brand that you really resonate with, you really um, benefit from, it really aligns with your values, and then offer others affiliates. So people who've taken my Infinity Healing, who've worked with me through mentorship, you can actually become an affiliate officially, but we could just do it unofficially. And then there's a link that you get as an affiliate. And then if you send that to your email list or to friends or your social media and someone signs up, it tracks your commissions. Um, so join forces, create alliances. Strategic alliances means finding someone who is not doing exactly what you're doing. So for example, Vinolan, as a strategic alliance. Today, Susan's going to be sharing health stuff. Strategic alliance. We both want to serve you guys. We both want to add value to your lives, but we're doing different things. So I can actually refer people to her and say, hey, for health stuff, go to her. And then she can refer people to me. She's like, for this money, life purpose stuff, go to Tarek. So create these strategic alliances. We're in the age of Aquarius. It's all about networking and doing things together as a whole, not every man for himself. Every man, woman, write blogs. A lot of people listen to read blogs. So if you're a writer, you like writing, write them out. If you're not good at writing, kind of do a basic outline of it. Feel free to use ChatGPT. It'll just elevate it to the next level. Uh, yeah, I think one of the evolutions is to think globally, right? A lot of us are stuck only serving people in face to face. I really recommend, we're in this beautiful time where we can literally remember. I don't know if I shared this with you. My first investment was $100 microphone, and I used it to create all these audios that became programs that got on summits that generated thousands and thousands of dollars from a $100 microphone investment. So um, yeah, we're in a digital age. You can create something PDF. You can use ChatGPT, create it. Like right now, I can literally plug in everything I've written, put it in ChatGPT. It'll turn it into an ebook, and I can share that with you guys. So the only tricky, don't be afraid of. My recommendation is not to be afraid of ChatGPT. The only thing that I noticed is remember how I said the dark forces will do all this good, but then there's this. So the part that's not good about it is if you ask about facts that are like it's there's certain truths that it doesn't want everyone to know. Whoever created it doesn't want it to know these truths. um the controversial thing that if I say it, uh, I'll be demonetized or whatever. So if you challenge those mainstream narratives, it'll that's where you'll notice that there's mistruths there. But other than that, it can help you, so feel free to use it. Digital marketing, social media. So get into the habit of start. Yesterday we said at least once a week, and then you can evolve it to once a day. We talked about posting on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. If you want to go to the alternative places, if your content is controversial, aka truth speaking, Rumble, Odyssey. Um, there's one more I'm forgetting, and make sure to provide helpful resources. So right now I'm sharing resources that are helpful. You can literally be like, hey guys, here are top 10 um, products that are going to help you experience more energy. Or for your business, I could be like, these are the top services that help you reach more people. So create helpful resources, nurture your audience, nurture them. Hey guys, Vanessa, you do herbs and relationship advice and death doula. So it's like, hey guys, here are ways to grieve. Here are resources to help you. Um, this is a list of my top 10 herb recommendations, etc. Networking still very important, guys. Go out there. It's amazing what happens when you meet someone, you collaborate. Yesterday, I walked into a health food store and instantly I'm like, wow, this lady knows so much that I don't. I want to get her on a podcast, share that wisdom with you guys. And then I'm like, okay, she has an online store. Maybe I can become an affiliate. So make sure would you like an Infinity Home to activate uh, that entrepreneurial mindset, to see all the opportunities around you, to take advantage of the opportunities around you, to get yourself out there, to network, to share, to see how I can support, how they can support me. Would you like that? Building relationships, offer those free consultations. We talked about that yesterday, and connect with other entrepreneurs. It's kind of a lonely place if you just surround yourself with people who are not either where you want to be or where you are. So make sure to surround yourself with entrepreneurs that are where you want to be. And trust me, the entrepreneurs that I've met will stop everything. And if they're 10 steps past where you're at, they will have lunch with you and help you fast track to that where they're at. And I do the same. If someone buys me a meal or whatever, I'm happy to share everything I can to help them just take things to the next level. So, and then I mean, the entrepreneurs, it's not looked at as light workers and spiritual people, but the ones that are heart centered, like they give back so much. They help others experience more freedom, up leveling, empowering, getting their gifts out there, making a bigger difference. They usually align themselves with charities that they give back to. So, they're the unsung heroes. For the most part. So, and then we talked about launching your offer. So every 2 months, get on a live like I'm doing, do it 1 day, 2 days, pack it with tons of value, and then make an offering. Open it up for people um, to join you um, for a 6 month, 3 month, whatever it is. Could be one-on-ones, could be groups. But remember yesterday we talked about we want to move away from one-on-ones and we want to move to one-to-many to make it more sustainable. So you can literally help the same amount of people in a group than in a one-on-one. My coaches are telling me to move away from one-on-ones and to do only groups. But for now, we're offering both. But very soon, hey Patrick, good to have you here, brother. Very soon we will be only doing groups, so it'll be 2 group calls every month. So that concludes our call for my part for now. We've got Susan coming up who's going to share amazing health information. Do I have your permission, guys, to share? And I can't do it IG. It's only on my YouTube channel. You have to go to Tarek BB to see this, but at least you can hear. Do I have your permission to share what we're doing for the next 6 months? So again, the breakthrough link is in the comments, tarekbb.com/breakthrough. Please hop on there if you are someone who's like, hey, I think I want to learn about this infinity healing technique. Hey, I think I would like to get mentored by Tarek and start making 5 to 10K, 5 plus in record time. Hey, I've been struggling with some childhood stuff. I'd like to heal these traumas. There's a link, there's a form for each one of those, and we'll hop on a call, see how we can support you. Or like I said, we can just hop on a call, see where you're at, see what advice we can share to get you further on your journey. And I'm only offering 6 of those. So get on it. Get on it. All right. So I will share my screen and let you guys know how I'm helping people. All these amazing people have transformed their lives. So share screen. Present. Share screen. There we go. StreamYard. I think that's the right way to do it. Here we go. So the Infinitely Abundant Healer Program. This is for conscious spiritual entrepreneurs, healers who would like to figure out the business side of things in a heart-centered way, get higher paying clients, soul clients, package their services, offer higher prices, how to streamline their business, how to double or triple their income. So how to thrive from their gifts, how to attract soul clients. And so this is what your program will entail. You get 12 coaching modules, everything I've learned in the last 15 years, everything that has taken me from being broke to making 10,000 in the shortest time ever. I actually was broke and on welfare when I signed up for my first mentor. I was able to only pay him 500 a month. We shared that exercise yesterday. So when I was broke and on welfare and $30,000 of debt, I wrote down what are 5 to 10 ways I can generate an extra $500 a month. And then I circled the one that was the easiest, committed to that, gave him my credit card that same day, signed up, and it's changed my life. You're not going to grow in your comfort zone, guys. You're going to grow outside of your comfort zone. Um, so you've got those 12 modules. You listen to them once every 2 weeks. You've got 12 monthly healing sessions. So we do 2 group healings every 2 group calls. We've changed this from every month to for life. So literally for the rest of your life, hop on the call with us every 2 weeks, and we'll mentor you, ask questions, learn from other people's questions. We're doing group healing processes like what we did today to continuously have us. Imagine every 2 weeks you're up leveling your ability to receive more abundance and make a bigger difference and align more with your purpose. Because the truth is, there's an infinite amount that you can embody. You know, embodying infinity. It's like you never reach a point where like, hey, I've completely I've reached my maximum of abundance, or I've reached my maximum of embodying the divine, or making a difference in the world. All the people that are, the big figures that are known that are making a shitload of money, there's an upward trajectory, continuously growing. Look at nature. There's trees around us here in Costa Rica, continuously growing. That is natural. It's not natural to go, no, I'm going to stay right here. Okay, and then you guys get to voice note me on WhatsApp in between sessions. You get an accountability buddy. So for my accountability buddy, I message her every day. I go, hey, Jennifer, today I'm focusing on doing my Infinite Abundance Retreat. I'm gonna work on some community projects, music projects. So I share the 3 goals I'm gonna do, and she does the same. And then we hop on a call once a week, once every 2 weeks as well. So we send you all these bonuses. You're also listening to a healing audio once a week. These are the healing audios that changed my life. I mean, I was having a really hard time end of last year. Our business wasn't doing as good as I liked, and I listened to one of my healing audio programs, the Honey and Money Healing, Sex and Money Healing program, and within a few months, I was back to 10K, and last month was close to 20K. So my healing audios are there to support you. You get access to all of that. Values more than 10,000, and we're offering it to you for only 5,555. But if you add the discount code, which is, where is a save, all caps lock, save, and no space, 1111, save 1111, you'll save 1111. So that is available till tomorrow. If you're not sure, have questions, book in that breakthrough. Let's chat about it. And I already shared with you guys the testimonials yesterday. Sonny, 60,000. Jillian, 6,000. Natasha, 2 packages of 5,000 each. That's 10,000. And we can figure out a payment plan for you guys, no problem. Jennifer ended up working half the time, doubling her income. We shared. Felisa went from charging 50 to 10,000. Except there's Vanessa's testimonial, how she generated 6,000 in sales. Her and Graham, how he generated an extra $2,000 a month. So, and we have some new ones we haven't shared. Okay. So I don't know if I've shared the StreamYard link with my guest today. I'm going to do that right now. So please comment below, guys. What are your biggest takeaways so far? What was good about what we just did? Okay, thanks. Okie dokie. Where we at, guys? Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Here we go. Any questions? Any comments? Any feedback? Come on, guys. Let's get that. If you're alive and you're out there, just say something. Let us know you're alive. So we've got another, let's say, half an hour where Susan's going to be sharing some health hacks. Uh, and I highly recommend health is the new wealth. Highly recommend sticking around. Make sure if you're wanting to catch the replays, we're only going to be sharing them to our subscribers. So you'd want to go to targetbb.com. We're also sending the enrollment script from yesterday, the AM rituals. So today's home plays, and whoever did yesterday's home play, let me know because we have gifts for you. Today I'm going to be gifting the Infinite Abundance program. So it's hypnosis audios I've created that help you with finances, relationships, health, energy, life purpose, all that kind of stuff. And I will gift it to the first person who completes the funnel. So I want you guys to create a funnel. What's your $50 option, $100, 1,000, 700, 2,000, 3,000, just all the different offers from free to your highest offer. If you send it to support@tarkbb.com, let them know that the gift is the Infinite Abundance program. Ellie Dale, I read your mind and answered your question before you asked it. Something I have done many times before. It's the Pisces that's super intuitive, and it's the Aries that just acts on it. Yeah, targetbb.com. Sign up there. We'll send you the replay of day 1, day 2, day 3. And how nice of you to help a friend. Okay, guys, let's take a break. Let's take a stretch, 1-minute stretch. Need to go to the washroom. That was value packed, tons of value there. And tomorrow will be our last day. Thanks, Ali Dale. Tomorrow will be our last day 3. Anyone wanting to ask questions about the Infinity Healing course, getting mentored by me, I'm curious how many people here would like to make an extra 5 to 10K. Just comment yes. I'm curious to know. And if so, hop on a call with me or my team, even if it's not this $4,000 offer. We have a $1,000 offer. We have a $100 a month offer. So if anyone, yes. So Lisa, if you're on, anyone who says yes, if you're on this call, book in that breakthrough with me. Let's hop on with me and the team. Let's show you how you can generate that extra 500 a month, 1,000 a month, and get you to where you need to be. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So Lisa, awesome. Nice to know that you'd like to generate more income. Please shoot us an email at support@tarkbb.com. Oh, did the video go? And everyone on Instagram, thanks for being with me here. You need to go to YouTube, All right, guys. Sorry. The second I was about to allow Susan to join us, um, the internet just like StreamYard just shut down. So give me 1 second and please gather up all the energy you can muster and send all this gratitude and blessings to our guest, Susan, for being here. Um, Susan, did you send me a little blurb? If not, you're welcome to kind of pitch it yourself. But I'll share my own experience. Susan has been an amazing human being that has inspired me in so many ways. I thought I was done doing all the healing work with my family and my wounding with my families. And I was so proud. I had a 10-minute conversation and opened up and had uncomfortable conversations. And she was like, wait till you get to 50 conversations. So it's always inspiring to see someone who's done more work than I have. And I remember telling her I've been doing like a healing once a week for 15 years. And she's like, try 3 times a day. So just someone who's, I feel, really walks her talk. She has such a big heart. She's so caring, so nurturing. She has so much wisdom when it comes to health. She is a an entrepreneur that's doing great things, that's owning her value, charging her worth, getting herself out there, making a difference. And I never get the feeling that she's bored doing what she's doing. She really loves it from her heart, from her soul. So you guys are going to get tons of value. Please send all the blessings and gratitude her way. Without further ado, Susan Stevens, thanks for being here.
I'm bowing to you. I'm bowing to you. I'm so happy to be here. I just feel so excited, and you're just such an inspiration. You know, you've helped so many people, and I'm just so excited for everyone that you're going to work with moving forward. If anyone hasn't worked with Tarek, he is phenomenal.
Thank
He's
you.
he is a real master at what he does, and he has just I just feel like you have such an insatiable thirst to learn and grow, and you really come from like a state of abundance, true abundance, and it's just so refreshing to see. So thank you so much.
Thanks, Queen. The stage
Yeah.
is yours. I'm here in the background if you need anything, but you guys, please write some notes down, interact, write your comments, and I'll highlight them so that you can read them. Okay.
Yeah, thank you. So, hi everyone. I'm so excited to chat with you today. I feel really honored that Tarek invited me to speak to you. I had the pleasure of meeting him in person this year for the first time, and we just hit it off and just geeked it out together. And so I'm really here to help you just share some wisdom around really how to live your most optimum, your most healthy, your most vital life um, from both a holistic nutrition perspective, a Chinese medicine perspective, and an inner healing perspective. So there's so much confusion out there sometimes when it comes to health and healing, and it's good to really put the pieces together and get onto the right path and have more clarity. So just so for anybody that doesn't know me, my background is, like Tarek said, I've been doing this a very long time, same as Tarek. I've been doing this maybe 18 years. My background, half of my practice is nutrition and Chinese medicine. So I'm a medical intuitive. I I do live blood analysis. My background is as a nutritionist in holistic nutrition, as well as an herbalist in Chinese medicine, and and then on the other side, I love my path kind of forced me to go into a lot of deep inner healing, such as, you know, my background's in psychotherapy, but also intuitive coaching. I do a lot of energy work and breath work, and I just like going deep with people. So I just love going deep and really getting to the roots of wherever you're really feeling stuck in your life and in your world. So Uh, yeah, and I've helped thousands and thousands of clients with everything from, I would say, adrenal fatigue to uh, hormonal imbalances, autoimmune issues, cancer, things like as well with migraines. In the last 4 years, almost every single client that has come to me has experienced headaches, migraines, occipital neuralgias. I love helping people with anxiety, depression, all those things, but really getting to the deep roots of it. So, um, hold on here. So, yeah. And, you know, I think with a lot of these things, it's really about when a client comes to me, I'm really concerned about number one, I don't want to waste your time. So, I don't want you to be focusing on nutrition if your issue is emotional. So, usually, if somebody, say, comes to me with migraines, for example, and or headaches or anything like that, what I find is I will usually muscle test people to see how much of this is emotional, like how much of this is nutritional, how much of this is structural. So we get to the deep layers and we know what is actually causing this. I had a client just the other day where she has major adrenal fatigue, can't get out of bed in the morning, is so exhausted. And when we muscle tested her, the reasons for like not getting out of bed, it was 80% emotional, 80% emotional. So sometimes you can throw a lot of herbs at something that is way more about diving in and connecting to your heart and speaking to yourself like, sweetheart, what's going on with you today? What's happening? What's arising for you? So, and one example of this, because, well, when I look at people's blood, in live blood that I do, oftentimes emotions can have 3 to 4 times the impact in the blood and on the body and on the organ systems versus nutrition. Yeah, it's wild. It's just wild. But in our culture, we don't always put those pieces together because so many of us have come from the suck it up generation where just so many of our feelings were never heard or never honored and so forth. So what I've really noticed, for example, say if a client comes to me, and it's funny on this call today because I feel a lot of energy in the head too, which is just interesting. But um, a lot of times when you get, say for example, migraines, and a lot of people are getting it these days, is the I had a client come in the other day. She has migraines for 20 years. But when I asked her, you know, what's going on emotionally in your life? And she said, actually, I just got into an argument with my partner just before I came here. And like, I always feel like he's being disrespectful to me. I feel like I'm being the mother in the relationship and I'm being the caretaker and I'm always doing everything. And I feel like I'm giving, 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 but I'm not getting back. And I feel like I'm a mother to another child. And when I need to ask it, like when I need something, I always have to ask, and there's always resistance or defensiveness or any of that. And I asked her, I was like, how does that make you feel? And she's like, just so pissed off, just so angry, just so upset. And um And I asked her, I'm like, so what do you do with that anger? Do you get to speak that out to him? Do you get to share your truth? And she told me that, she stopped. expressing her truth, because when she would, it was always met with defensiveness and resistance and a bit of gaslighting and just dismissal. And so for years, just years and years and years, she would hold it in and go through life. And it was wild because her symptoms, her headaches and migraines just kept getting worse and worse and worse. She was taking medications for them, was doing all these expensive therapies, going through the medical system, and life kept slamming her to try to wake her up, to force her to make her angrier, to force her to express and feel some of these emotions. It's almost like, you know, sometimes the universe has to force us to honor ourselves, to respect ourselves, to um, actually advocate for ourselves, to truly have our back. And so part of our me working with her, I said, oftentimes when you're getting pressure in the head, this is the gallbladder meridian in Chinese medicine. And so many people, I swear, in the last 4 years since COVID, probably 1,600, like every single client, 1,600 people and clients have been experiencing pressure in the head, all coming from um, repressed anger, unexpressed resentments, and gallbladder and chemical toxicity. And so for this woman, I said to her, like, if we're going to work together, like, we need some fuck you therapy. We need some fuck you therapy because as a kid, as a kid, she wasn't allowed. She wasn't allowed to express her anger, express her resentment. She was from the suck it up generation, the generation where, you know, kids should be more seen and not heard, or there wasn't a lot of emotional availability. There wasn't like, sweetheart, how are you feeling? How are you doing? Like, oh my goodness, it's okay to be not okay. It's okay to be not okay. It's okay to be upset. If you're ever upset, I always want to know because I care about your heart. Because I care about your heart. And so she had lived a whole life um, being forced, always thinking she needed to be compassionate, that she needed to be kind, that always supporting everyone else, being responsible for everybody else. But who was being responsible for her? Who was being supportive of her? Who was being generous with her? So it was like as a kid, she almost had to be like the Cinderella or the pleaser and wasn't even allowed to be upset about it, which is such a bitch, you know? And so, our first, if any of this sounds like you on your journey, first of all, I always say the emotions are the most important. Even with, everything that Tarek is doing around, you know, asking you all to step into your worth, to charge more, to really own your value. He is so wise around asking you to move into that space because it's truly about giving to yourself. Because most of us came from a time where we were put last. We had to overgive to get love. We had to over um, um, give to be enough. We had to do. Everything was about doing, achieving, striving, hustling and getting there and getting it done and being successful and all of this. And usually at the sacrifice of ourselves. So just years and years and years of sacrificing ourselves and years of, as a child, your feelings just not mattering. That it's like, no, you got to go to hockey today. No, you got to do this. And it's like very little time being asked, how are you doing today? Like, do you, instead of you should do the dishes, you have to do the dishes. If you don't do the dishes, you're going to get punished. It's more like, sweetheart, why don't you feel like doing the dishes today? What's going on for you? And, instead of being scolded, instead of being punished and judged and reprimanded, instead, as a child, it would have been beautiful to be met with curiosity instead of judgment, with curiosity, you know, like, sweetheart, you seem resistant, you seem angry, you seem upset. What's going on for you? Are you tired? Where's your bucket? Is your bucket empty or is your bucket full today? And so many times as children and even even as adults, because it just carries on, because our inner child, you know our mind, what we've been taught is calling all the shots, all the lessons, all the beliefs. Just like Tarek said, we have to give to be enough. It's like, please love me, please give me love, please let me be worthy, instead of just saying, I'm worthy for just existing. I'm worthy for just existing. And, it would have been nice to have our emotional not okayness be honored, and the present moment to be made the most important moment, rather than the striving and the achieving and the getting there and the getting love. And so it's so important on this journey, whatever you choose, whether it's around nutrition, whether it's around, like Tarek is working with you on, growing your business, growing your passion, creating wealth, serving people. Even with all of that, the most important person is you. And it's so important to make sure that you're giving from your overflow and not what's in your bucket. Not what's in your bucket. Because if you do, what you're practicing is you're practicing self sacrifice. You're practicing self abandonment. You're practicing putting yourself second. So the universe goes, oh, she doesn't, she doesn't mind. He doesn't mind being put second. You know, she doesn't feel worthy of receiving, you know, it's like, please, oh my God, give me more of that. Give me more. Give me more of being second. Give me more of being put last. Give me more of abandoning myself each and every moment. And that's what you're going to keep pulling into your world, because it starts with you. So it starts with you. And whether it's making more money, whether it's eating healthy, like eating a salad, eating, it's like we have these ideas like, I have to lose weight. I have to lose weight, or I have to make money, or, you know, I want to get rid of these migraines, whatever it is. We have these ideas in our head, and it's all about getting there. And then there's the moment. And in the moment, maybe you wake up and your body says, I don't want to eat healthy today. Or it says, I don't want to work today. I just feel exhausted. I feel tired. But instead, we force ourselves to work when we really want to relax, when we really want to just receive. And then the pattern repeats itself. And then the anger arises. And this is all the pain in the head is just anger. It's just frustration of being put last and not being self-honoring. And so, yeah, it's a big fuck you sometimes. And I really feel like what I want to encourage you all to start to do is put make your emotions first. Make them the priority above anything else. And it's scary. It's scary because we don't think we're going to be supported because sometimes we haven't been and we don't have faith. We don't have faith that because as a kid we weren't supported, there was consequences and all that. So those are all the feelings that we have to start working through. But what I want to just start to encourage you all to do is start to really, when you have any form of resistance to do anything, any resistance, any pain in your body, instead of working, instead of doing, instead of any of that, I want to encourage you to really start to just move into the body and ask yourself, how am I feeling? To really journal about it. Just journal what's going on. Fuck, pissed off. I'm upset. And start to just, instead of doing, create a little space first where you start to move in on on a regular basis, because we oftentimes have judgment of our anxiety, we have judgment of our depression, and we think that, you know, it's slowing us down, it's stopping us from getting to where we want to go. And all I want to say to you is that anxiety is the path. Anxiety is the path. So if you say, I want to make more money, just like Tarek is talking about, he's so amazing, and he helps people with this all the time, is that I want to make more money, or I want to be, say, let's talk about nutrition since we're on this one today. I want, say you get cancer, say you lose weight. It's like, I want to lose weight. And then there's a resistance in the body because the body is saying every day, you're telling yourself, look at you. You're fat. You're ugly. You do the chin check in the mirror. You do the tummy check and you tell yourself, you should do this and you should do that. And it's like living with that, your abuser in your mind, or that bully that bullied you as a kid, and it's, every single day. And then because of it, your body just wants soothing. It wants comfort instead of health. But the truth is, it's so important to learn how to drop in, because you're not going to lose weight from shame. You're not going to lose weight from fear and feeling not enough and having to change yourself to be enough. So you have to start. What I encourage you to do, really get clear on what you're feeling and connect it back to your childhood. When did I feel like this as a child? When did I feel it? And just start acknowledging some of that pain. Sweetheart, I'm so sorry that you felt this way. I'm so sorry that you felt unattractive. I'm so sorry that people were cruel to you. And beginning there. But there's a whole process, when we do this inner work of releasing emotion and purging and giving that child what she never got to hear, do, or say as a kid. So with the emotions, I always say start there. If you have pain in your body, slow it down and move into it. I used to be so resistant to doing the inner work until, I remember investing 50 grand with a coach, and um, every single day with a business coach, every single day I would have anxiety in my body. And I just couldn't do the work and every single day I was forced. My personal coach was like, Susie, just do what you do, just go in. And every day I would cry on the couch and do the healing. And that was 4 years ago, where I started being way more consistent, but just doing inner work every day, 2 to 4 hours sometimes more. But I would just start, and every time I would release the anxiety, acknowledge it, clear it, and no marketing at all. And this is testimony to Tarek's work, is the clients would show up. The clients would just call, the phone would ring. No marketing at all. Just clearing the pain and the trauma, because energetic alignment, it's a thing. So when it comes to health, when it comes to living like a vital life, a juicy life, you want to explore both. On the nutrition side of things, and what I've been seeing so often, and for anybody that's there, do share with me. Tell me what you're going through, you know, with nutrition. What are you experiencing? Are you getting bloating? Are you getting digestive issues? Are you experiencing eczemas or heart risk, heart conditions, sleep, insomnia, fatigue? So tell me what you're feeling. But I think these days there's just so much confusion when it comes to nutrition, because there's so many different diets. There's, the FODMAP diet, there's the keto diet, there's the vegetarian diet, the paleo diet, the DNA testing diet, lectins. It's overwhelming. And I truly believe food sensitivities, like, it just leaves people so confused. And a lot of these I don't I engage with, but I'd say the biggest thing that I've learned in practicing nutrition for 18 years plus, even as a kid, I was doing nutrition. So it's been 30, 40 years for me. But I think the biggest thing to understand is there's no one diet fits all. So there's no one diet. If you go to a practitioner and, you know, and that practitioner says, um, they say, do this diet. They put everyone on the same diet. You want to run for the hills. You want to run away. It's dangerous, because everyone is so unique. And what I mean by this is, you want to eat for your constitution. You want to eat for the seasons, and you want to eat based on your symptoms and the state of your organ systems. So what do I mean by that? So in my life, and I'm going to give you some tips to help, some really funky tips to help you. I think Tarek was saying that he has some bloating and aching. So I'm going to give you some tips once I just share a little bit more about what you can do. What are some key things to staying vital and uh, just great energy and feeling, feeling like the girl on the tampon commercial, or if you're a woman. But so the first thing I would say is in my life, I've been all the diets. So in terms of Chinese medicine really, why I love it is the minute I added Chinese medicine to my practice, it changed everything. My results tripled. I remember I was eating a raw food diet, and I was eating um, uh, meat and salads and smoothies. And I used to work for a superfood company, and I was preaching raw food, raw, 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 raw through the land. I was going crazy on the raw. And it worked for a while. It was great. And then 2 years into it, it stopped working. And it didn't just stop working. I started having loose stools, bloating. I started experiencing being cold all the time, a lot of pressure in the head, a lot of pressure in the forehead, pain, headaches, um, a lot of issues like reflux. I started gaining weight around my abdomen. And I had a master herbalist look at my tongue and say to me, no fruit, no raw, no dairy. And I was like, my mind was like, it was everything I had been eating. And my mind was blown. So that's what got me into doing and offering Chinese medicine. I just needed to learn this because holistic nutrition and Western nutrition was very limited for me. It was the starting point. It was, you learned about keto, you learned about vegetarian, but sometimes you didn't always know how to apply it. So, what I've seen in most people is that, and just so you understand different foods for different people, and then I'll give you some tips, is that when it comes to food, your state of your adrenals, this is a starting point, let's say, in some people. The state of your adrenals and your kidneys impacts your entire system of what you should eat. Why? Because the kidney adrenal system control the level of water in the body. So for example, if you tend to have your stress hormone, for example, if you take like the stages of adrenal fatigue, which is here's cortisol, this is your stress hormone, this is normal. Stage 1, it's elevated. Stage 2, it's higher. But when you go into a deeper, so the more your cortisol goes up, you hold water in the body. So when you hold water in the body, you get symptoms that are more like um, edemas. You might get swelling in the joints. You might get loose stools because there's too much water. You might get mucus in the lungs. You might get uh, things like, let's see here. So we said loose stools, mucus in the lungs. Your liver will almost have like a stagnation because it's like too much. If you could imagine too much fluid going through a filtering system, it's going to slow down, it's going to back up. Um, the same thing with the lymph can back up. You might get high blood pressure because there's too much blood volume. Bloating, people will often experiencing bloating, weight gain around the waist, feeling cold, hypothyroid. And so they usually will have a lot of energy and then they drop. A lot of energy and then they drop. And so usually this comes when people, and high cortisol. So maybe even they have trouble falling asleep. So when you have too much water in the body, if you look at your tongue would be white, way more white than mine, and you might get pocket marks around, teeth marks around the side. Why? Because there's almost, that shows poor digestion. You're not able to absorb your B12, your iron, and your fire in your belly is going to be less because you're too cold. There's a lack of chi and there's a lack of hydrochloric acid. So people like that, they're going to have a very different diet because they're white and fungally. They have a lot of fungal, a lot of candida. They might be more on a paleo diet, a diet. So if this sounds like something, you know, two things. I'll give a couple tips here is you're going to be on a diet that's, well, first of all, if you're cold, do you think that eating raw, cold food is good for you if you're cold? It isn't. It isn't. And this just made so much sense to me when I was studying Chinese medicine. So, because when you're cold, and if you add more cold to cold, your blood is going to get congested, it's going to coagulate, you're going to feel exhausted. You're not going to have free blood flow. You could get more cysts, more fibroids, and it's going to impair your digestive function. So if you're a person that's always cold and freezing, number one tip you got to do, start having soups, start having stir fries, start having anything to really warm up your system and bring some chi, warmth into the stomach. Wherever chi goes, blood flows, and it will start to move your food downward into your body so you can digest better and reduce bloating and lose some weight. Okay. So people on this diet, they're going to be more on a paleo diet, probably like a meat and veg diet because it's a more drying diet. So what happens if you're in a later stage of adrenal fatigue and an adrenal deficiency? Maybe you're burnt out. So usually when your cortisol is low or high, it's like the body is telling you, I'm stressed out, like all the givers out there. It'd be like, I'm giving, 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 but I'm not getting back. So your cortisol is going up and you get crashes. But when you get a crash, instead of slowing down, you drink a coffee or you work or you busy yourself or life. You just you have to survive. And so what happens is the adrenals will go, this bitch is crazy fucking loco, man. She's not slowing down. And they will decide to go on strike because they cannot keep up with the demand for cortisol. And so cortisol, you need it. It's your wake up hormone. It's it's the cortisol, it's your anti-inflammatory hormone. You need it to survive. So it goes into preservation mode. And what happens? This is when you really crash. People think in life that your high cortisol is worse, but it's not true. Low cortisol is way worse in the body. That's when you just start to be exhausted all day long. You tend to get low energy in the day and maybe even high energy at night, like around 7, and you feel wired and tired. When your cortisol drops, then the body starts to release water. The kidneys release water to try to balance out all the hormones, everything, the blood pressure. And so what happens when you release water, it changes the food you need to eat because you're dry. You start to get dry. You start to get hot. Why? Because there's not enough cooling blood fluid in your system to cool you down, to cool your tissues. So if you could just imagine not having enough water in the system, what does this impact? Well, number one, the mucosa lining in your esophagus, you know, it so what does that cause? Well, all your probiotics are located in your mucosa. So all your immune system, like you might get heartburn, an ulcer, you might get leaky gut because you don't have enough mucosa. You might get more inflammation in the throat. You might get things like Crohn's or colitis. When you don't have enough fluid, you're going to get night sweats, hot flashes, you know, you're going to get dry cough, you're going to get constipated. You might experience people in adrenal fatigue late stage might be just lots of anxiety, depression, everything triggers you, sensitivity to light, sensitivity to noise, ringing in the ears. So there's so many things. So, somebody that's in more of a deeper stage of adrenal fatigue, and these are just a couple constitutions, but they might need something that, if you're hot, you might need a diet that's more raw. You might need smoothies. You might need cooling vegetables like a green smoothie, like cucumber and celery and apples, more fruit because you're so hot. Your tongue would be red and cracked, and you're needing moisture. So you would need a diet that's more vegetarian. Why? Because a vegetarian diet is more high in carbs. So something like grains or beans or fruit and obviously vegetables, 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 vegetables. So, uh, so that's why there's no one diet fits all. You know, you might be on a diet that's more vegetarian um, and has more raw food. Um, and that's going to help you for a length of time. And then your adrenals are going to change and heal, and you're going to need to go on a different type of diet. So just know that you can change over time, and that's normal. And even the flavors that you need can change over time, like sour, spicy, bitter, you know? Um, so all I would say is that, well, first of all, it's been such a pleasure chatting with you. Um, I really feel when it comes to nutrition, you really want to work with somebody that's had some kind of background in Ayurvedic or Chinese medicine because the knowledge, it's 1,000-year-old wisdom, and it's been around forever. And because of it, the knowledge is vast, way more than just some science, the food guide, the food pyramid, that have been around for a very short time. And yes, I love you all. Um, what was I going to say? So if you're struggling with anxiety, with depression, um, and or even you're just wanting to live optimally, there's a lot of areas that you can address. Everything from alkalinity to inflammation to um, improving digestion, but getting on the right foods, flavors, and herbs for all your organ systems. So, yeah, thank you so much.
Susan, how can people reach you?
So yeah, if anybody, people can reach me just on Facebook here. Um, Maybe Tarek can just just, tag me and reach out
Yeah,
in my DMs.
yeah.
Um, and I could drop a link as well, maybe below if anybody wants to book in for anything.
And your name on Facebook is how you have it on your Zoom here.
Yeah, Susan
Yeah.
Stevens. And yeah, my company is Liberated Living. So, but yes, I have a Facebook group too, but Breakdown to Breakthrough. Mhm.
And if people want to just have a chat or a consultation, is that offered?
Yeah, so I usually love to just I could drop the link, maybe book a breakthrough call, and anyone can just jump on a call with me if they're interested, and we could just chat and really get to the nitty-gritty of things and see if you like me, see if we're a fit, see, uh, if I can fill in the missing pieces that you're looking for. Look at you with your background looking all right, esoteric. Thank you so much for having me on. I don't know if this is still live, but it's been such a pleasure. I'm so, so grateful. Yeah, and for anyone, if it's still live, I just figure I'd share. But yeah, I do a lot of like live blood sessions for my close clients, and um, where the live blood can see everything from like vitamin mineral deficiencies to cardiovascular health, inflammation. You can see things from, heavy metals, pathogens, candida, viral. It's very, very thorough. Even things like hormonal imbalances, thyroid. So it takes all the guesswork out of it. And then the tongue tells you, what you need to do, what you need to eat, um, what foods, flavors, and herbs are right for your specific constitution. And yeah, it's just awe inspiring. So I just don't know if Tarek wants me to continue here. I'm going to send him a message and we'll just see where we're at. Okay.
Hey guys, um, I apologize. StreamYard did this weird thing where it just kicked me out. That's so weird. Second time already. So, guys, thank you, Susan, for spending all this time with us, sharing all this amazing wisdom, so many amazing ahas and takeaways. I forever will remember that when things come up emotionally, instead of just pushing through them, to stop, pause, go within, clear the emotions. I loved hearing the story that without any marketing and advertising, just through clearing the stuff that's coming up for you, that all your abundance and clients are coming through. Highly recommend exactly anything with health that you reach out to someone who has a Chinese medicine, such an ancient wisdom, Ayurvedic as well. And it's very important that, yeah, there's all these fads and diets that like come and go, but really every body, literally every body is different. And what might work for someone might not work for another. And how important it is for us to get that customized support. So definitely reach out to her. If you guys can't find her and you're trying to reach her, just email us at support@tarkbb.com and just say, I'd like to get Susan's information. We'll connect you, hop on a call with her, get a breakthrough, and see how she can support you, because health is the new wealth. Health is so important. Number one priority. After I did a magic mushroom ceremony within the last 30 days, and I have my goals list, and one of the downloads I got was how health is needs to be my number one goal. And it still doesn't register with my business mind that health is a goal, because in my mind it's not a business goal, but it's the number one goal. And I have my goals list over here, and at the very top it's health. So um, yeah, and stay tuned. We talked about how smart meters really affect us, 5G towers and EMFs, and I will be doing a call and a podcast and a video soon, talking about all the products we can get to put on our wrists, on our head, on our heads, on our if it's a mat that you lay down on, all sorts of stuff under the laptop. Um, in your pocket that will help with protection. So thank you guys. We concluded day 2. Susan, sorry, cut out before I got to say thank you to you all. Thank you privately elsewhere. And tomorrow, guys, is the most important day, day 3 tomorrow. Please make sure you mark your calendars. It's going to be 11 a.m. EST to 1 p.m. EST. And we've got the phenomenal Shannon coming through to do some light language, some sound healing. And I will be sharing the most important thing is with all the spiritual warfare that's happening, warfare on all levels, the most important thing is to activate your inner spiritual alchemist, your inner divine spark, your inner spiritual warrior. So it's going to be a lot of big picture spiritual activations so that we can not be negatively affected by what's happening on our planet and stay aligned, stay grounded, stay empowered, play our role fully, override any matrixy programs, fear programs, and be all that we're here to be and do all that we're here to do. Susan, thank you so much. You are the bomb. Such a pleasure. Oh my God, your talk was just so much beautiful wisdom. The way you communicate is amazing. Loved hearing your stories. I'm so inspired by it. I definitely will continue to implement the information you've shared with me. And yeah, guys, would you like an infinity healing to have the discipline to make health your number 1 priority? And for example, I've gotten information from several different people about health, but then getting the information is only half of it. The other half is implementing and having the discipline to continue. So would you like an infinity healing to take inspired action for your health? And would you like an infinity healing to have the discipline to follow through with that protocol? And to powerfully magnetize and manifest to you the perfect people for you to help you with your health, if you haven't already done so with Susan. So love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Stay tuned for some amazing things. We'll conclude with a big bang tomorrow, and I'll see you then. Big hugs.